I would prefer to add infinitive. I would prefer not to add infinitive. Example, I would prefer to go to the cinema. I would prefer not to stay in a hotel.
Okay, thank you. Luigi, I'd like to.
Okay. I like to plus infinitive. I wouldn't like to plus infinitive. Example A. I would like to go hiking in the national park and see crocodiles. B. I really wouldn't like to see crocodiles.
Okay, I'd like that. And that clause. So we have subject plus verb plus object. Uh, we are not obliged to use a specific tense here, accordingly to the context. I agree. I disagree. I'm not sure. I'd like to go to I would like to go to the cinema on the weekend. I am not sure. I think it's going to be rainy. Lamar, would you like to stay in a tent?
Would you like to stay in a tent? Shall
No.
we go swimming in the. Oh, no, I would prefer to stay in a hotel. Shall we go swimming this morning? No, I would prefer not to go to the pool today. Let's go to a restaurant this evening. I would prefer not to go out tonight. I'm very tired. I would like
Thank
to
you.
go high. Okay.
Let's I can say it's a good idea when let's means a suggestion. So when someone when I agree, I can say it's a good idea. It's a great idea. I agree. But when I refuse, I can say I'm sorry, I can't, or I prefer not, and so on. Luigi, I'd like to go hiking.
I'd like to go hiking on the weekend. I'm not sure. I think it's going to be wet this weekend. It is very hot here. I disagree. I feel cold. I think this movie is amazing. I agree. It's great.
All right. Now he's talking about the tone. We can raise the tone at the end of something, or uh, uh, decrease or reduce the sound or voice or the tone at the end of, uh, especially in questions. We can uh, slow down or reduce the tone at the end of the question. For example, the tone goes up or rises in a sentence when you are expressing like or when you are agreeing about something. I'd like to go hiking in the national park and see crocodiles. So because he wants to see uh, crocodiles, so the tone is rising here, but the tone is going down here. Now, can you do this, Luigi?
Okay. Example. I'd like to go hiking in the national park and see crocodiles. Example. I'm not sure. I'm not very good at walking miles. I really wouldn't like to see a crocodile.
Yes, I think we answered this or not.
No.
No, okay. The listening. Anybody has the listening?
We can take it as a homework. And start a
Oh,
new lesson.
start to listen. New lesson. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Lesson 4 and 5. Vocabulary. Your vocabulary. Orient. Orient. Express. Express meant a train, a very fast. train. Orient Express. Serve something with something else. Serve food with salad, for example. Fortune. We can change it into fortunate means lucky. Fortunate means lucky. But fortunes mean uh, a lot of money. Fort. We can change it into fortress. They are the same, fort or fortress. But the verb fortify, fortify, the verb يحسن أو يقوي يعني. Century, 100 year. Decade, decade, 10 years. Cozy, comfortable. Original, uh, the origin of something. Structures. Theater, stage, that mean the place where actors perform, but theater is a whole place. خشبة المسرح, stage. Uh, Stage can be also uh, مرحلة, but theater is theater as we know. Civilization, civilized, civilization, civilian. Architecture, architect, the person himself. Architecture, uh, the art itself. Fabulous, wonderful, fantastic. Springs. Spring means one of the four seasons of the year. We have spring, autumn, winter, and summer. Uh, those words cannot be changed into plurals. Spring has no plurals. But when we use the plural here, we mean the water comes from the underground, mostly hot water. The hot water comes from the underground. We call it spring أو ينبوع مياه. Spring. Spring can mean also yay or uh, uh, it's shaped like this. Susta. Yay or susta, also a spring. Campsite. Ensure or assure with little difference in the meaning. Assure or ensure. Or make sure that. Preservation. Preservation or preserve means keep. Stunning. Species. Some people call it species. Species or species. Plural and singular. We can use it as a singular, we can use it as a plural. Okay, Luigi.
Key vocabulary: Orient Express, serve, fortune, fort, century. Cozy means comfortable. Original, structures, theater, civilization, architect, fabulous, springs, campsite, ensure, preservation, stunning, spacious.
Okay, thank you. Countries and places. Italy, the Czech Republic, Estonia, Estonia, Germany, Poland. The nationality is Polish. The P capital. Germany, German, Estonian. Okay, Italian, Cape Town, North Northampton, Paris, Zurich, Yellowstone, Lamar.
Italy, the Czech Republic, Australia, Germany, Poland, Cape Town, Northampton, Paris,
Northampton, Paris, Zurich,
Paris, Zurich, Yellowstone,
Zurich سويسرلاند من سويسرا، وعندهم بيتحدثوا الفرنساوي والألماني بصفة خاصة، عشان كده السي اتش بتنطق بالألماني خ. زيورخ like German. زيورخ. There is a difference between Austria and Australia. Austria النمسا، Australia قارة أستراليا. اوكي. عاصمة أستوريا فيينا. Lamar, when I go to Alexandria, I like to visit Camp Bay.
Dash and the Library of Alexandria. Uh, Cape,
Kite Bay in Alexandria. Kite Bay Citadel.
Cape School,
No, Kite Bay Citadel. It's a citadel. It's a castle. It's a fort.
Fort.
Yes. Okay. Number two.
We put up tents and made a fire at the dash last week at the campsite.
Campsite. Okay. Luigi, I always go to that
I always go to the dash with my friends to see shows. I always go to the theater.
here to see shows. Okay. Bravo. Construct. Construction. Churches. Palace. Opportunities. Poverty. In the noun of poor. Climate. Modern. Route. Route. The way ships take to go from an airport, a port to another. So it is a route. A route may be on the land route to go to places. So is مسلك أو طريق، بس مش بمعنى طريق، مسلك أو مسار، مش بمعنى طريق، يعني كلمة route. High quality olive oil. Create. Creative. Creator. Creature. Creature. Creature, that mean a thing, maybe living or not living thing. Creator, the one who creator, God, the creator of the universe. Create ينشئ أو يخلق أو يبتكر. Period. A period of time. Impact. Verb and noun. Verb and a noun. It can take the preposition on after it, like effect on, impact on, effect on. Ancient. Island. Attack. Economy. Economic. Economical. And so on. Economy اللي هو الاقتصاد يعني. Technique. A way of doing something, maybe a modern way of doing something, it is a technique. Separate from. Separate from. Pleasant. Lamar.
Construct. Cracker.
Churches.
Kirk.
Church.
Church.
Churches.
Churches. Palace. Opportunities. Poverty. Climate. Modern. Roots. High quality. Olive oil. Create. Period. Impact. Ancient. Island. Attack. Economy. technique, separate, pleasant.
Separate from pleasant. Okay. I am pleased with. Please is a verb, adjective also pleased. I am pleased. Cable car, cam, stools, penguin, view. View from top of a place I can see a view. It is a constant, ثابت, steady, steady place, not move, not in a move. View. View can be also from my point of view, وجهة نظر يعني. Types, kinds or sorts. Sorts, kinds or types. Forests, deep, whom maybe habitat. Rules, laws. The United States of America or the United States, any country have the word United, we must use the before it. The United States, enormous, very big, huge, cover, wild, bear, wolf, wolves, valley, Luigi,
Kill, camp, source, penguin, view, types, posts, deep, home, rules, United States, enormous, cover, wild, beer, wolf or wolves, valley.
okay, wonderful, very good, cozy, comfortable, car, a separate part of a train, original, being the earliest from of something, the origin of something. Springs. Maybe we call springs sometimes young kids of a bird. Uh, we can call spring. Also, مية ساخنة اللي هي come out of the the earth, come from under the ground. Hot pools of water. Okay. Have information, have a fabulous trip, go hiking, go camping, go plus verb, active verbs plus ing. Go cycling, go hiking, go swimming, go running, go camping. Bitten, bite, bitten, not bite, bit. Bite, bitten. Cost. Find out, found. Leave, left. Lead, led. The preposition comes after lead to. This is a preposition is followed by ing form or a noun. Grow, grew, grown. Lamar,
Bite, bit,
bite,
coast,
bitten. Bite,
by bit,
bitten.
oh, okay. By bit, bitten, coast, find out, found out. Leave, left, lead, led, grow, grew, grown.
Luigi, synonyms and antonyms.
Synonyms and antonyms. Word synonym, antonym or opposite. Top, summit, bottom. Keep, protect, endanger. Original, earliest or first, latest or last. Cozy, comfortable, uncomfortable. Fabulous, fantastic and wonderful. Common and ordinary. Enormous, huge or large. Tiny and little. Useful, helpful and useless.
Enormous, huge, or very large, or very big, large. The opposite is tiny, very small, or little. You don't need, I think, al at the end to give me the adjective like original, international, national, and to give the opposite of the word like uncomfortable, unnecessary. Okay, ATION or ION to give the noun, like education, preservation, and so on. Number one, Luigi. The antonym of the word enormous.
The antonym of the word enormous is huge.
It is the synonym huge, but the antonym
Oh, tiny.
tiny. Okay. Number two, Luigi, comfortable and cozy
Comfortable and cozy are synonyms.
are synonyms. Okay. Lamar, the word origin turns into an adjective by adding
Original.
original. The suffix ation makes the word preserve a or an
Or a noun.
a noun. Any ion gives me a noun. Okay, the difference between allow and uh, let. Let's have the full rule. Let, make, have are followed by object plus infinitive without any additions. Do, let me go, make me go, have me go. Okay, when we have the direct object here. The other rule, now we talked about let. Let is followed by infinitive without any additions. So let someone do, let someone do, make someone do, have someone do. Allow, allow for, permit, get, plus object, plus the full infinitive to do. Allow someone to do something, force someone to do something, permit someone to do something, get someone to do something, order someone to do something, tell someone to do something. Order and tell. Okay. So we have to do here, but with let someone do. Let someone do, not to do. Okay. Now, another thing about allow. Allow can be followed by ing form if we don't have an object here. We said a few seconds before, allow someone or something to do something. So we used the full infinitive here after the object. We don't have object here, so the verb plus ing. Allow doing. This is one. This is two. Number three, verb to be plus allowed plus to do. The verb, the verb here came after allow. We didn't use ing form because it is a passive voice. Verb to be plus allowed to do. Allow in the active voice plus verb plus ing. Okay. Function. Function means a lot of money. Adil is rich. He has a big fortune. He has a lot of money. Fortune means luck. I wish you good fortune or I wish you good luck. The examples, the first two examples, Lamar.
Those allow let. Those bring allow many different spices to live in their own beautiful ecosystem. Let's add object. My dad let me go out with my friends yesterday.
Let me go, but allow me to live, or allow someone or something to live. Okay, so to plus infinitive, but here infinitive without any additions. Luigi, number 3 and 4.
Earl is rich, he has a big fortune. I wish you good fortune.
Okay, a key part, serve food, stop running, cost a fortune, cost a fortune or cost a lot of money. Catch the first train, catch a train, catch a bus, catch a means of transport. On the train, on a plane. Now the difference between on and by. By train, by plane, by bus. So by doesn't it doesn't followed by any articles here or any thing. There is nothing between by and the means of transport. By bus, by train, by bike, and so on. But when we use on, we use a or an or the or my or your and so on. So there is something between on and the means of transport. On a bus, on a train, on the bus, on the train, on my or your bus, and so on. So we use on with the big means of transport. That means the big transport that I can stand and walk inside it. But small ones we use in taxi, in a taxi, in a car, in a van, in a canoe. So here on because this is a big means of transport, and we have on the or on a on different routes. But for you, but for me, by train. Here he used by train without anything between by and train. Travel across, go through, above the sea level, be marked by, keep something safe. Keep is a linking verb, is followed by adjective. Keep can be followed by a verb with ing form. Keep doing something. Follow rules, quite dangerous. Dangerous adjective, quite is adverb, so the adverb is comes before the adjective to describe the adjective. Quite dangerous. Take the cable car. The earliest form preposition on the train, on a plane, on a different route. Uh, I read those. In search for, go on a trip, go on a picnic, go on the Orient Express. Pools of water, pools of water. Home to a kind of animal or bird. Uh, on the coast of, close to, close is followed by to, means near. Uh, I can say, for example, Lamar and Luigi are close to my heart. يعني بحبهم قوي. They are close to my heart, قريبين من قلبي. Interested in, move to. هنا يعني يعزل، ينتقل إلى يعني ينقل عفشه يعني. اوكي نقرأهم كلهم تاني. الصفة الأولانية دي كده لمار، الصفة التانية دي كده لوجي.
A keyboard, serve food, stopped running, caused a furniture, catch the first train, on the train, on a plane, on different routes. Bed for, by train, travel across, go through, above the sea level, be made by,
Be
made
marked by.
by.
Be marked by. will cost a fortune مش furniture. A fortune. furniture اللي هي الكابورد bed are furnitures but function. Okay, Luigi.
Keep something safe, follow rules, quite dangerous, take the cable car, the earliest phone, in search of, go on the Orient Express, pause of water, home to, on the coast of, close to, interested in, move to.
Thank you. Follow rules can be replaced by obey rules. Stop here is followed by ing form, but we can use stop to do something. It's the difference between stop to do something and stop doing something is that stop to do that mean he wants to do something so he stopped to do it. So stop كي stop doing something means he stopped doing this thing. he he will never do it again. That mean عن توقف عن smoking for example. توقف stopped to smoke. يعني لو احنا كتبناها stopped to smoke يبقى هو هنا stopped to smoke he wanted to smoke, but here stopped smoking he will never smoke. Stop smoking توقف عن التدخين. That's the difference between. So here stopped running توقف عن عن الجري توقف عن. The history of Sicily. The history of Sicily, Luigi, when we go on vacation,
We often like to explore the history of the places we visit and find out more about them. For many years, the Romans and Greeks lived in Sicily, building cities and structures that can still be visited today. These ancient civilizations left a lasting impact on the island, creating amazing architecture like theaters and forts. From the 13th to the 18th century, Sicily was part of Spain and then Italy. This period was marked by great art and architecture, with stunning churches and palaces being constructed. However, it was also a time of poverty, leading many people to move to towns, cities, or other parts of Europe and northern Italy in search of better opportunities. In the 1950s, Sicily improved its farming techniques and began growing lemons, oranges, tomatoes, and producing high quality olive oil. This made the islands and their farmers rich. Today, tourism is very important to Sicily. Many people visit the island every year to experience its rich history, pleasant climate, and delicious food. The island's beautiful beaches, historic sites, and interesting culture attract tourists from all over the world, making tourism a key part of Sicily's modern economy.
Sicily اللي هي صقلية يعني عارفينها احنا صقلية مشهورة تاريخيا يعني. لامار the Orient Express.
The Orient Express is one of the oldest and most famous trains in the world. It started in 1883. It served a wonderful food, and people had amazing vacations on the train. The original train traveled from Paris on different routes, including Italy,
The
Czech,
Czech Republic.
Republic, Australia, Germany, and Poland.
Austria, Germany, and Poland. Austria.
Australia.
Okay. Last year, my parents,
Last year, my parents decided they wanted to have a different kind of vacation with a smaller environmental impact. They love traveling and sightseeing in different places, but my dad doesn't like flying. He says it's very uncomfortable and bad for the planet. He prefers to travel by train, but the Orient Express stopped running in 2009, likely in Europe. There are lots of really good trains that don't cost a fortune. So we decided to travel across Europe by natural, normal trains. We traveled from our home in Northampton to London to catch the first one. Then we went through Paris to Zurich.
Zurich.
Zurich. We saw lots of amazing snowing mountains and lake. We had a sleeping car on one of the trains. It was very small and cozy and more comfortable than a seat on a plane. It wasn't as beautiful as the Orient Express, but we had a fabulous trip.
A wonderful trip or a fabulous trip. Okay. The history of New York. Did you know that New York City was first called Amsterdam? This is a new idea, anyway. Luigi,
Okay, the history of New York. Did you know that New York City was first called New Amsterdam? In the 18th century, Dutch people from the Netherlands were the first to live there. Later, people from England, Ireland, France, and Germany arrived. They built small buildings and the city grew bigger and bigger. Today, you can see many different types of architecture in the city. Lots of people visit New York every year to see its amazing tall buildings and enjoy its theaters, art, and food.
okay, Lamar, a wonderful trip.
A wonderful trip. The longest railway line in the world, Europe's highest train station, is the Jean Furques station in the Swiss Alps. It is about 11,000 feet above sea level. It took 16 years to build the railway line, and on August 1st, 1912, that first train arrived at the station. The station is underground, but you can walk up steps to see the amazing views of the mountains. There is also an ice palace which has many ice sculptures and a snow park where you can ski and do other winter sports. 1 million people visit the Jean Forge
Y-
station.
Jongvrouw, Jongvrouw,
Jean station every year.
Jongvrouw Station. Okay, Luigi, Yellowstone National Park, United States.
Yellowstone is an enormous national park in the United States of America. It covers parts of the states of Wyoming, Montana, and Idaho. The park's wild countryside covers nearly 5,000 square miles, making it one of the largest national parks in the whole country. The park has some amazing examples of nature. There are over 1,100 types of plants, 285 types of birds, and 67 types of animals, including bears, deer, and wolves. There are also high mountains, deep valleys, beautiful rivers, rainforests, and hot pools of water, cold springs. which allow for many different species to live in their own beautiful ecosystem. The park is home to 9 visitor centers that have useful information about everything in the park, helping tourists to make the most of their visit. There are rules about what you can and can't do. For example, where you can go hiking and camping in the park. If you want to go camping, you must stay in one of the 2,000 campsites. This is not only to keep the plants and animals safe, but also because it can be quite dangerous. Visitors must follow these rules to ensure both their safety and the preservation of the park's natural beauty.
Cape Town, South Africa, Lamar.
Cape Town, South Africa. Cape Town is a beautiful city on the coast of South Africa. It is a very popular place for tourists because there are many things to do there. What can you do there? The city is famous for its mountain. It's called Table Mountain, and the views from the top are amazing. You can walk or you can take the cable car up to the top. The the Victoria and Alfred waterfront is also a nice place to visit. There are not only lots of stores but also many restaurants. What can you also see near this place? You can, if you want to see penguins, then go to Boulders Beach. Boulder Beach is not far from Cape Town. It takes about 40 minutes. You can get quite close to the penguins, but you shouldn't touch them. It's not only to keep penguins safe, but also because they can bite.
Yeah. The first sentence in the exercise, Luigi, I enjoy my trip to Hurghada. It was hour and one.
It was a fabulous one.
A fabulous one, yeah. Number two, they,
They dash wonderful food on the Cairo Alex train. They serve
they serve food, okay. Number three,
springs or pools of hot water
springs are pools of hot water. Number four, Cape Town is a beautiful city, Hamza.
on the coast of South Africa. D.
Coast of South Africa, yes. Lamar, if you go camping, you must stay in one of the 2,000.
Tourists,
No.
campsites,
Campsite. Okay,
sleeping car on the train was dash. It was comfortable, was cozy.
cozy. You must follow the rules too.
To dash safety and provision of the park natural beauty rules to ensure
To ensure تتأكد أو تضمن safety. Okay. Number eight,
there are some dash that visitors to park must follow some rules.
some rules. لما ألوجي the park's wide countryside.
Covers nearly 5,000 square miles.
Okay, يغطي nearly 5,000 square miles. Number 10, Luigi.
Don't get close to the animals in their cages, it is dangerous. Close D.
Don't get close to. Number 11.
Dash means being the earliest form of something. Ordinary.
Original means being the earliest. Original, you mean?
Yeah.
Original. Original means being the earliest form of something. Okay. Number 12.
Dash means very good, wonderful.
Wonderful. Lamar, you can.
You can dash the 9 o'clock train from platform 5. Catch.
Catch a train, yes.
Don't
Again.
dash anyone to laugh at you. Don't allow. Don't let.
Don't let someone do, not to do. To do, so allow.
Okay.
Don't
Don't
allow
allow.
anybody to laugh at you. Okay. But if we omit to here, we can use let. Don't let anyone laugh at you.
Okay.
All right. Number 15.
The park is home dash different animals and bird species. Home is with.
Home to. Home to different animals and bird species. Okay. Number 16. Home to.
I can't buy this necklace. It costs a fortune.
A portion. Yeah, that's correct. Write a summary. To write a summary, we write about the main points and the keywords. We use the keywords and main points when we write a summary. We give information when writing a summary. Use your note to write a summary. Writing a guide about a place you visit. This consists of facts. When I write a guide, so I give facts and steps sometimes or instructions to write a guide or a purpose of guide. It's to give you information, to give information. How to write a guide? Choose a place in your country that people like to visit. Consider these points in your guide. What is it? What activities can you do? What can you see? Are there any rules to follow? Are there any important things to do? Where can you find out more? You can use these phrases in your guide. Has some, not far from. There are also the not only but also, so we can learn how to use not only but also. Not only but also, or instead of but also, no, we can say but as well, as well, as well, or also means too. We can use too, also, as well, or also in this. You can not only visit the pyramids from the outside, but you can visit it from the inside also. So we can use also at the end, or we can say, but also you can visit from the inside. Okay. If you want to, comma, do kaza. You must, you mustn't, you should, you shouldn't think it. Think this is too. These are expressions can be used uh, in the guide. Comma is used between to separate some clauses. For example, after, before, when, if. So we use comma. Comma can be used to separate a list of things. So we can use, for example, you can visit the pyramids, comma, Sphinx, comma, the Cairo Tower, and so with and we can use comma with a list like this. Column. Column that mean I'm going to explain later to give ideas in a list, to introduce ideas in a list or to give ideas in a list. Seven origin when you are on vacation. colon, colon, turn off lights and don't waste water. Period or full stop. A period is different. The difference between a period and full stop is that the full stop at the end of the sentence, but the period is after some abbreviations like Mr. Uh, Doctor. So we can use a period here. We use comma at the introduction of an email or a letter. So I can say, Dear Mr. Fulan, comma, or Hi, comma. Apostrophe. We know how to use apostrophe S to shorten some expressions or the possessive one, or to refer to the possession. Semicolon and colon, and these all punctuation. In a way, I can send you uh, a paper for these abbreviations. Now, I think some of you want to tell me to have this as a homework too. Is that right?
Yeah.
I can see. Okay, we'll have it as a homework. It's too much in a way.
Hmm.
No, no problem. Any question before leaving?
No, thanks.
Yeah, welcome. Thank you. Thank you too.